Hello, travelers, and welcome back to Traveling with AAA. I'm your host, Angie Orth, and we are back with Edmund Vallance to talk about 5 music venues that are worth building your entire trip around. This is going to be fun. Number 1, tell us about a venue where the setting or location speaks as loudly as the music experience.
Yeah, I did something that I would definitely recommend and that I'll never forget. It was the Gospel Harlem Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think it was the Abyssinian Baptist Church. And, you know, you'd have to be made of stone not to be moved by that music on a Sunday afternoon, whether you're religious or not, you know. Yeah. I went with my sister-in-law, who is a music teacher from a small town in Sweden. So for her to go to New York and see that, she started crying. Then I turned to her. I started crying. It was the whole thing.
Moving.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I would definitely recommend that. Yeah.
What is a venue that offers something uniquely historical?
Well, there's one venue I've been to. I didn't see a show, unfortunately, but I want to. It's the Greek Theatre in Taormina in Sicily.
Okay.
It's sort of amphitheatre, 3rd century AD, views of the sea. You know, it really is insane as a venue. But, you know, I think Dylan's played there, Diana Ross, Ray Charles. You know, it's not the sort of venue where they're having shows every night. I think it's kind of sporadic, but I would love to see one there. I think that would be amazing.
That's bucket list worthy.
Yeah.
For the real sort of audio nerds out there, where would you send people for the best acoustic experience?
Yeah, again, I don't claim to be a massive expert on acoustics, but I would say the Berlin Philharmonic. There's a German way to say it, and I'm going to mess it up, so I'm not going to try. But anyway, yeah, I went there once. The building itself is sort of nondescript. It's sort of mid-century. I mean, it's very attractive, but the acoustics are amazing. And I saw a Mozart Shostakovich. It was the Berlin Philharmonic quartet, and honestly, I think the ticket was €12. It's $15.
Yeah.
You know, you have to take out a mortgage to see classical music in London, you know, so I appreciate that, you know, that you can go and see these amazing musicians for, you know, a decent ticket price.
Yes.
So for that alone, it's you know, it's up there.
This is such a good question. If you could live 5 minutes from any venue in the world,
right,
which one would you choose and why?
Yeah, that's really difficult. I'm lucky enough to live near the Hollywood Bowl, and that's near-ish, half an hour maybe. So not 5 minutes. I think, honestly, I love outdoor venues. One that I love is Stubbs in Austin, Texas. It's like it's a barbecue joint essentially, but it's sort of 2,000, you know, capacity. One year I saw R.E.M. play and sort of barged my way to the front, and Michael Stipe had all his lyrics sort of typed out, and he threw his lyrics out, and I sort of grabbed a fistful of his lyrics, which I kept for years, you know, and then lost. But,
of course.
But yeah, no, I mean, to see, you know, and in fact they do gospel, I think a gospel brunch every Sunday.
Love a gospel brunch.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Waffles and gospel.
Right.
That's my vibe. Okay, last one. What is the space that every music lover needs to experience at least once?
Yeah, I've thought about this one. I'm going to go with Notting Hill Arts Club in London.
Okay.
You know, you think Notting Hill, you sort of think maybe, you know, Julia Roberts and what's his name again?
Hugh Grant.
Thank you, Hugh Grant. But you're not going to see them there. There's nothing fancy about Notting Hill Arts Club. It's just a sort of basement club. But it's a kind of, I saw them their first type club where Amy Winehouse played her first show there, Lily Allen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Libertines, I think Bruno Mars, and, you know, I don't know if they played their first shows there, but they certainly played there, you know. So the place itself, you know, is not going to win any awards for, you know, interior design or anything, but it's always a good time. And yeah, I would recommend if you're in London that's worth a visit. You might see Jay-Z and Beyonce in the crowd, but you're not going to see, what's his name again?
Hugh Grant.
Thank you. Hugh Grant.
I got to say it your way because it sounds so much better. It really does.
That's terrible. I've got nothing against Hugh Grant. He's great. I just couldn't remember his name.
That's very funny. And that's not what I would have thought you would say. I thought you would say something grand and famous. And so I love that. That's a good, secret
I played
gem.
there once or twice when I was in London, and I always just had a great time, and it's just, they have bands and DJs, and it's packed and sort of sweaty, So if that's your thing, then you're going to love